Hi everyone, this is Belle, our golden doodle, and she's a mini, which looks pretty big, and a mini golden doodle, so it looks pretty big on the camera, but I'm gonna have her show up on camera for a little bit first, and then we'll let her go. So this video I thought I was gonna make about a little bit different. It's gonna be about 5 things you need to know before you actually get a golden doodle. So when we decided to get Belle, we had done no research about any golden doodles, let alone any dogs. It was kind of spur of the moment thing. So I thought it probably would have been good if we'd done some research about it. So I thought with this video, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about things that you should know before you actually get a golden doodle. So 5 things you need to know before you get a golden doodle. Number 1, know the different sizes of golden doodles that there is and what works best with your lifestyle. So there's mini golden doodles, medium golden doodles, and large, our standard golden doodles. Minis usually tend to range anywhere between 15-25 pounds. Medium golden doodles are a bit higher, and standard or large golden doodles are quite a bit heavier. Ours is a mini golden doodle, and we were told she was going to be between 15 to 25 pounds. She's probably around 22 pounds right now, and she's not quite a full 1 year old, full year old yet. Our neighbor has a dog, the same type. They have a medium golden doodle, and theirs is about 50 pounds, I think. And my own cousin has another golden doodle, and that's a standard golden doodle, and it's about 90-ish pounds, and that's a significantly bigger dog. So the reason I'm saying this is you kind of have to consider what works well in your lifestyle. So if you live in a condo, does a big dog like a standard golden doodle work well for you? Or does a medium work better? And also you gotta think about when you go out for walks, the bigger the dog, the more they can pull you. Ours is a mini, oh she's so cute, mini golden doodle, and she tends to pull me anyways when we go for walks. So we have a harness on her so that she doesn't tend to pull as hard, and I can control her more without hurting her neck. We are very happy with the size that she is. She actually looks bigger on camera than she actually is. But it's still comfortable for me to lift her up and try to cuddle her and whatnot. So it's very, very important to know what size would work with your lifestyle, and also if you're undergoing driving, is your car big enough to have the dog? We think this is like the perfect size for us. We live in a house, but we still think anything bigger than this would be a little bit too much for us. So that's number 1. Number 2, and this is probably one of the most important things that you should know, is that they're very high energy, very playful, and very busy dogs in terms of activity. But they're also very trainable. So if you have a golden doodle, if you want to have a golden doodle, you need to be prepared for spending time with them, throwing balls, training them, playing with them. Chances are they'll probably make you more tired first before they get tired, or if they ever get tired, I don't know. But they're very, very high energy, and they need to be entertained. And sometimes if they get bored, they can do some weird things. Ours hasn't done too many things. As I mentioned, she was very young. She used to chew on the baseboards. But I would say if you're looking for a dog to just laze around and cuddle with, and definitely not being that high energy, this is probably not the dog for you. So that's number 2. And number 3, which is a good thing, they're hypoallergenic and non-shedding, which means that the fur that you see, or the hair that you see on them, is actual hair. They don't shed, so the house doesn't become full with tons of hair. But it also means that they need grooming, regular grooming, around probably like every 8 to 12 weeks, I would say. They need some professional grooming because their hair just grows longer. They need to be trimmed and whatnot. So that's one of the pros of it. We actually like it because we don't have to clean up after her. There's already so much cleaning up to do after a dog. So that's one thing that we're kind of like happy about. And number 4, one thing that really bothered us, or sometimes still does bother us, is the barking thing. And I think it's just because of the poodle in her. Ours is a girl, so I don't know if it makes a difference if it's a boy, but Because of the poodle in her, they tend to bark a lot and be barkers. So, I mean, most dogs do bark at some point or another, but she's kind of slowed down on the barking a little bit now, whereas a few months ago, like any movement outside, any leaf falling down or any bird or anything, she just bark nonstop, and it was actually quite annoying. We got quite frustrated about it. But now she's tend to slow down a little bit. I don't know if she's getting older or she's getting wiser. So now she doesn't bark as much, which is, you know, a good thing, because that can tend to become a bit, would really bother us at the beginning. And yeah, so that was, and we've never had dogs, our first dog, so it was kind of a big adjustment for us, and we're a pretty quiet family, so it was a huge transition for us. And number 5, the one thing that I'm not too happy about, although I love her dearly and I love her, you know, a lot, is that she's not very cuddly. So generally, Goldendoodles tend not to be cuddle dogs. So if you're looking for a lap dog or someone to cuddle with you, or someone to, you know, nuzzle right into next to you, I wouldn't recommend to get a Goldendoodle, because once again, it goes back to the high energy level. It's just the nature of them. Although they're very sensitive, they're very caring. A while ago, I hurt myself on something, and then she ran right away, and they're very caring and sensitive, but they're not colors. As you saw at the beginning of the video, like, I had to bribe her with some treats to come and sit on my lap and you know, cuddle with me. So I don't know if this has helped. If it has helped you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more dog related videos, just drop me a comment. I'll try to come up with more videos. Right now she's after a duck. You're so cute. Anyhow, but just prepare yourself. You know, your life will change quite a bit, and you know, there's things that you guys all have to adjust to. But I would say probably those are the 5 big things that you need to know about getting a Goldendoodle. Oh, one thing that I forgot to actually add to the whole hypoallergenic non-shedding part, even though they're hypoallergenic, which means that they're good for people who have allergies against dogs, and they tend to tolerate these dogs. The only thing is they tend to have a lot of sensitivities and allergies themselves. We struggled with it a little bit at the beginning with her, and sometimes occasionally still do. She has a very sensitive, you know, bowel and intestines, and her gut's very sensitive. So we've had to, you know, adjust and be careful with things we give to her and whatnot. So although this is what I was told after we got her, that although they're really good for people and they're hypoallergenic, they do tend to have, unfortunately, quite a bit of allergies themselves. If not a lot, some allergies. I mean, depending on their you know, where they're coming from and who their parents are. But so that those are the things that you should know. Anyhow, if you have any questions, you know, put them in the comments and give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more of these type of videos. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.